Hello. Today we're going to be talking about algorithms and adding. So we're going to do lesson 15 of Math Module 2. Okay, our objective is that we're going to add measurement using the standard algorithm to compose larger units once. Now, an algorithm, because that's kind of a fancy word, means the set of steps that it takes to solve a math problem. That's all algorithm means. Okay. Now, before we can do that, we need to start with our mental math. Okay, I've got two math problems. This one is adding milliliters, and this one is adding liters. Now, I would encourage you to try doing them with a mental trick, but remember that I need to see what you did, because I can't just open up your brain and see what's inside. So show me how you do this. Now I'm going to pause them. I'm going to do one with you here. Then we're going to pause the video and you're going to do this one by yourself. Okay. So this first one, 46 milliliters plus 5 milliliters. What would be a way that we can make this make sense, or to add this easily in our brain? Okay. We can break part of it apart. So for instance, let's break the 5 apart. Whoops. Getting a preview of what we're going to do next. Let's break the 5 apart. So instead of having 46 plus 5, what's plus 6 would give us 10. Well, 4 would. Can I break 5 into a 4? Sure I can, because that would be 4 plus 1. That kind of looks like a multiplication. I'm sorry about that. Try it again. So here we have our 5. We have 46 plus our 5, but we just broke the 5 apart. Now, do you see how I'm showing what I'm doing in my brain? Now I know that this is a 10. So I add the 10 to this, and now I have 50 plus 1, and I know easily that that is 51. Then I add my labels. Okay. Pause your video and give this one a turn. Pause your video. Okay, now, the easiest way is to get to a 10. So, can I get this one? Can I take this apart to help this get to a 10? Sure I can. If I have 108, what would I need to add to the 8 to get to a 10? I need 2. Can I break this apart to get a 2? Sure I can. If I break this apart to get a 2, I have 2 plus 2, because I know that 2 plus 2 is 4, right? Now I know that this is a 10, so I add my 10s. So that's going to be 110 plus 2. Oh my goodness, that's so easy. This is 112 liters. Add your labels. Now when you first looked at that, that was kind of a little tricky. You thought you might have to count on your hands or think about it a little bit, but when you take it apart like this, it's pretty easy. Now, let's say I need you to do it mentally, but I also need you to show me what you did. This is showing me what you did. Okay. Now let's move on to the next. This is a place value chart, and you've seen these before. You saw this also in lesson 14, but if you notice in this one we have thousand spot. Okay, that's because we're going to do a little bit of adding, but we're going to do it using the place value chart. Now I have 2 beakers. Beaker number 1, that's my B, has 56 milliliters in it. My beaker number 2 has 27 milliliters in it. And I want to know, if I pour one into the other, how much capacity my dish needs to have, or how much my liquid volume would be. How much would it be if you add 56 plus 27 milliliters? Okay, so first we talk about our numbers, okay? We know that the 6 goes in the ones column, right? So I'm going to draw 6 dots. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, how many 10s am I going to put in the 10 spot? That's right, there's going to be 5. So I'm going to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, just to make things easy, I'm going to change colors. See, I'm going to change it to red. Okay, now this beaker I'm going to do in red. So the 7 goes in the 1 spot. I'm going to add it because I want to know what they are together. So I'm putting them in the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then I'm going to add my 2 10s right here. 1 10, 2 10s. Now, this is where regrouping actually makes sense. Okay, I'm going to bring out the green. How many can I have in each of the boxes? Well, what is the most I can have of 1s before I need to regroup and call it a 10? Well, that's right. I have to, at 10, as soon as I get 10 1s, they become a 10. So I wonder how many I have and how many, if I regroup into a 10, I could put over here in this 10. So let's see. I have 6. I can count on here. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I know I'm going to have some leftovers here, so I'm going to make a loop or a lasso. I'm going to rope it over, and I'm moving it over here. Now, I'm not going to move over 10 1s. I am, but I'm not going to draw 10 more dots. I just moved over a 10. So I'm putting it right here. Okay, now these 3 are left over, aren't they? Okay, now how many 10s do I have? Do I have too many 10s? If I had too many 10s, I would have to regroup and put them in the 100th spot. So let's see. 5, 6, 7, 8. Do I need to regroup? Nope, because 8 is less than 10. So I don't need to regroup. My box is not filled up yet. Okay, so what does that leave me with? 8 10s and 1, 2, 3, 3 1s. So 56 plus 27 is going to be 83 milliliters. Okay, now let's just double check to see if when we add it, if we get that, if we still get 83. Okay, now if we add 56 milliliters and we add 27 milliliters to it, let's see if we get 83. Well, in the 1 spot we have 6 plus 7. Now I also know that I can use a doubles plus 1 or doubles take away 1. So I'm going to do 7 plus 7 is 14. Remember, they're playing and converting, but this isn't a 7, this is a 6. So I need to take away 1. So it's not 14, it is 13. Now, I can't put a 10 in the 1 spot. It's not allowed. Put it in the 10 spot. Now, here we go. 1 10 plus 5 10s is 6 10s. 6 10s plus 2 10s, what is that? That's right. It is 8 10s. But I'm not finished yet until I add my label. So it doesn't matter. When we add this over here, right here, this is when we made that loop with the dots and put them over in the tens pocket. This is exactly what we just did when we carried our 10 over. It's called regrouping for a reason. All right, well, good luck with your homework, and I look forward to seeing you in the morning.